dance floor.
Come on.
Hey everybody, it's Shock here bringing you a doubles battle versus Cerebrox from the T-Player League. The song is the trainer music that plays when you fight a trainer in Kanto, the Kanto region from Heart Gold Soul Silver. So as you can see, it's a doubles battle. As you can see, I am running a solid Trick Room team, and he's running a team, as you can tell, both hyper offense, I guess you could say. So he's going to lead off with his Zipper and Lava Steels. I lead with my CPU and Shakya. And this is the first time this doubles team, I believe it's the first time I've got it debuted on YouTube. This is actually the doubles team I used to obtain my Frontier spot on the T-Player League, to get my doubles Frontier brain spot. So he goes for the Flame Charge and gets the Speed Boost, and he goes for the Heat Wave, and that tells me it's a 4th gen Zapdos, obviously. So I go for the Charge Beam on that Lava Steel just because I want the Special Attack Boost. I pop the Air Balloon, I don't get the Special Attack Boost. Sad face. It's actually a Special Attack Life Orb Charge Beam set of mine. So I go for Trick Room, and I set it up, and I'm going to go for a second Charge Beam. I'm like, come on, give me the boost. And I do get the boost, and I'm like, oh, yeah! And honestly, I'm losing health to Life Orb. And I go for a Charge Beam for my CPU, and I don't get the boost there, and I'm like, sad faced. And he goes for the Heat Wave, I'm like, oh, crap. And now he's going for the Flamethrower. He's double teaming up on my Shakya. And he does take my Shakya out. I was like, I should have went for the Thunderbolt there. Probably could have taken him out. So now I go out into my Beastly, because Rapier is just awesome. And I go, I believe this is a max HP, max attack Rapier. That's how I set it up. And I go for the Stone Edge, and that just takes Zipper out. I'm like, oh yeah, critical hit. Probably wasn't necessary. So I go for the Charge Beam from CPU, because I'm pretty sure it'll take out Lava Steel. And it doesn't, but I do get the Special Attack Boost, and I'm like, oh yeah. And he goes for the Flamethrower on my CPU, and I'm like, please no burn, please no burn, please no burn. Oh my god, that did a lot. So I'm just going to go straight for an Earthquake and hit everybody, because I know I can live in Earthquake. I'll take out Lava Steel, and I'll do a decent bit to Rough. So Lava Steel does faint, obviously. And I go for the Recover, and I'm like, oh yeah. Even though I probably could have went for the Ice Beam and taken out his Drudagon, you know, I kind of wanted to keep CPU around a little bit, but he goes for the Dragon Tail, and I was just like, well, there goes a good decent bit of the health I recovered, and out comes my Biolante! Old school Godzilla reference. So, I go for the Stone Edge on Retro, and it's going to do a decent bit, and I go for the Rock Slide, and I'm like, come on, flinch. Come on, flinch, because this is a Life Orb set. And Rough goes for the Fire Fang. I'm like, I know I can live one Fire Fang non-stab, and I do. But Retro goes for the Bug Bite, and that is going to take out my Biolante. So, in an attempt to try and score some hacks, that backfired in my face, and I lose my Biolante. And now Trick Room is gone. So I'm going to go into my Ghastly Yo, because I know Retro can't really touch me, and I can set up Trick Room. So Retro goes for the Superpower on my Rapier, and I'm just like, come on, Beastly, tank that! Oh yeah! Solid Rock for the win! Thank God for that. So I go for Stone Edge on his Drudagon, because I wanted to just get rid of Drudagon, because I know Earthquake wouldn't take out Drudagon. And I set up the Trick Room now, again. So now Trick Room is back up, and really the only Pokemon on his team that could have taken advantage of Trick Room is now gone. So after I get my leftovers, he's going to go out into his Goro now, his Machamp. And I'm like, oh, dear God, he goes for the Bolt Punch, that stab, and, you know, thanks to Solid Rock, I take it like a beast. I do go for the Earthquake again, because I am max defense on my Dust Noir, and I know I'm not fearing it. So Retro faints, and I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and it does hit, and now I've pretty much disabled that Goro, because I know it's got to be no guard. So because of the Burn and Solid Rock, I live with 30 HP. I'm just like, Beastly, yeah! Because it is pretty beastly, you know. And after I munch on my leftovers, he is going to go out into, wow, 3 leftovers. Okay. He's going to go out into, after suffering burn damage, into Starlight, his Espeon. I'm like, oh, hey, I'll see what you did there. And he goes with a Bullet Punch, and that is going to take out Beastly, unfortunately, thanks to a crit. I'm pretty sure I would have lived that crit had never happened. So I'm going to go for the Shadow Punch on that Espeon, and it does a good bit. I was like, darn! And then he goes for the Shadow Ball, like, no, 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 this isn't good, this isn't good, this isn't good. I live with 26 HP, and he gets the Spadef drop. I'm like, ouch, that's kind of harsh. Oh, it's Life Orbed. This will be no problem. So after I munch on my leftovers, I'm back up to 44 HP. Goro's still going to get leftovers HP, but it's going to be fading away because of burn. So now I'm going to go on to my Death Star, my Glaceon. This is a remake of the Glaceon I used to have way back in the day. Anyone who's ever been with me since day one will know this Glaceon. So I take him out with the Shadow Punch, and I go for the Ice Beam, and that does take out Goro. Crit, I don't think the crit really mattered. It might have. But good game, Cerb. Guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out Cerberox and check out the T-Flare League. Peace, guys.